Let's get on the job right now with Andy Challenger at Challenger Gray and Christmas. Andy, what's the latest with job cuts? The beginning of the year was so heavy with companies cutting jobs. Is tech still the number one in layoffs?
Well, we tracked more than 64,000 job cuts in April. That is down slightly from the month prior, but overall this year we've started off at the same pace that we did in 2023, an elevated level of layoffs primarily coming out of a few industries, including technology, finance, as well as now automotive companies in that mix.
Tesla moved the needle. What can you tell us?
Tech remains the number one industry where we're tracking job cut announcements this year. It was the same through the first period of last year. One of the big areas of changes we've seen automotive cuts spike recently, particularly off a big announcement from Tesla that they'd be cutting 14,000 jobs, about 10% of its global workforce. That really piled up the number of job loss cuts that we tracked in that specific segment over the last month.
What's the biggest reason for job cuts?
Cost cutting is the number one reason companies are citing for why they're announcing layoffs and job cuts to their organization, followed not far behind by restructuring. So it's a sign that companies are feeling the increased costs of labor with wage increases that we've experienced over a period of time. And as the overall economy has softened from its high points during the post-pandemic period, companies are starting to recognize that they may have overhired during the labor shortage of 21 and 22, and they're right-sizing their organization or bringing it down to scale for the business they're expecting over this next period.
What's happening with hiring?
We tracked a concerningly low number of hiring announcements in April, only 9,802. It's under 10,000. It's the lowest number we've seen since April 2013, more than a decade ago. So this weak number, in combination with the increased layoffs we've seen, is very concerning to us. It could mean that the slow cooling of the job market, the labor market that we've seen over the last year and a half is tipping into something deeper and more harmful.
Thank you, Andy.
Thanks for having me on, Angie.
Go to businessfirstam.com for where to see our show on TV.